To start with, I had zero expectation of ever actually drawing the permit in the lottery. Normally it takes people about 10 years to draw a permit. I put in on a whim and drew it the first year I ever applied. So it came pretty unexpectedly, quite shockingly actually. We spent all day the day before launch rigging boats, and it was 118 degrees and it was hot. Those boats are heavy. They were using the lift gate on the back of a semi-truck to lower coolers into the boats because they're so heavy. And so we were pretty exhausted.
We had to meet with the park ranger, or we had the meeting with the Pro River guy first, and he kind of went through the groover, he went through the water sanitation, purifier setup, asked and answered any questions that we had about camp stuff. We talked about the tides with him, you know, in the Colorado River there through the Grand Canyon. And then the park ranger, you know, and I want us off the top of my head, that was at least an hour and a half, if not 2 hours that, you know, that we sat there. Obviously you were there, that we sat there and listened to him. And he, you know, wouldn't say that he made any of us feel better about getting ready to go on that trip, right? He started that talk off with, all right, who's done the Grand Canyon trip before? And of course, nobody raised their hand, and he just looked at his notebook and said, oh, good luck.
Soon may the weatherman come to bring us sugar and tea and rum. One day when the tugging is done, we'll take our leave and go.
The day that we ran, we ran Horn, Granite, and Hermit all in the same day. It was the morning that we picked up, we dropped Mike off and picked Neil up at Phantom Ranch. And so that was a great day. The water was still clear. We had had a big storm the night before, but it didn't affect the river too much. So that's an easy one. Running those 3 rapids all back to back to back was an incredible day of rowing, the best day of rowing in my life.
That last day, the day we spent just the layover day at the end of the trip, you know, where we built the water slide and we played a lot of cornhole and just hung out. That was certainly a highlight. The hike up to Nankoweap to see the ancient ruins, that was a highlight. Obviously the floating in the Little Colorado River, that turquoise blue, which is crazy, was a highlight. Certainly rowing Lava Falls, which is, you know, the biggest rapid in the canyon, and nailing that was a highlight.
Between the Bissell family and the Boyd family, that was our last opportunity to have all the family together. Because immediately, within a month of coming off the river, all you guys, all the kids started moving on with life, right? Chance went into Marine Corps, Dade and Spencer started college. Everything changed right after that trip. So that and we knew it, but we didn't realize it, how it really was the last opportunity for all of us to go do some adventure together.
The highlight was being on the water and you know, just, it sounds like a cliche and it sounds like it's an easy answer, but the highlight was doing that trip with you and Dade and everybody else. But that will probably honestly be the last time that group of people could go together, like the Boyds especially, and just have our families.